Hey guys, Redneck Mini 14 here, and today I'm just going to switch out the stock and forend on my Mossberg 500. Not a really big fan of the factory wood stock and forend. I'm more of a old-fashioned corncob forend type of guy, so I have laminated wood stock and a corncob forend that I'm going to put on today, so let's get to it. Alright guys, now you will need some tools in order to do this. So the first one, obviously you'll need a little punch or something to take apart the shotgun, like you saw in the disassembly video. You'll also need a medium-sized Phillips head screwdriver to take off the recoil pad, and you'll either need a half-inch socket with a really long extension like this and a ratchet, or you'll need a flathead screwdriver. Either one will work for the new production shotguns. The older ones, you might only be able to use a flathead. Not quite sure on that. But the first thing we're going to do is make sure that the shotgun is unloaded, and it is. Make sure it's on safe. Alright, now we're going to go over here. Actually, we're going to take the barrel off so that this gun isn't quite so long. And we're just going to set the barrel down here. Alright. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take our medium-sized Phillips head. We're going to put it in the top hole of the recoil pad. We're going to feel for the screw head, and we're going to turn and loosen the top screw until it's all the way out of the buttstock. And about till you see the head of the screwdriver. Now you're going to go with the bottom screw, and you're going to loosen it just a little bit so that you can pull the recoil pad off. You might have to loosen this up a little more. And now you can swing this around like this, and you see the hole in here. This is where you're going to put your either your half-inch socket or your flathead screwdriver. Alright, now just take this off and just turn it this way. Alright, now the buttstock is off. Pull your little bolt out. Alright, now we're going to take the new stock, and I already took the butt pad all the way off for this, and we're just going to slip it into place. Drop the bolt down into the hole, and you're going to make sure that it actually goes down in there. You're going to take your half-inch socket, and you're going to turn. can put your ratchet on at this point. There we go. Alright, feels pretty solid. Now we're going to take the butt pad. Actually, that's upside down. And we're going to screw it back on. Alright, now I forgot to mention one thing when I was talking about the tools. You will need the choke wrench from your AccuChoke system. If you don't have an AccuChoke system, you're going to need some long skinny piece of metal like this, or something to get in here and turn the forend nut off. Now I already have this one loose because I took it off before. And you're just going to twist the little nut off. Alright, I'll pull the tube out. Alright, now at this point, you might run into some problems with the action tube assembly, and here's why. Because with the old, let me grab it. With the old forend assembly, they all used a long 7 and I think 5/8 action tube assembly. But with the new ones, at least with this style of forend, it uses like a 6 3/4 or something. So your action tube is actually going to be short. Now, you have a couple of options when you get to this point. You can either spend $40, maybe $50 getting the long action tube, and then you can use your old forend nut, or you can go the route I did and spend about $10, $9 or $10 getting this little Hogue extension for the action tube. Now, keep in mind that if you do this, if you go this way, you're going to have to sand the end of the forend on the inside, because the forend is designed for the longer action tube. It's not designed to be used with an extension like this, because the extension, the end of the old forend nut only goes, this far down. The extension goes this far down. And there's going to be a little lip in there, and you're going to have to sand it down. Now I'm going to roll in a clip right here, just showing you how I sanded it down. And as you can see there, all I just did was I just took a little piece of sandpaper, folded it in half, and put my finger in there and just rubbed it down for, until the lip was, virtually non-existent. Now that took me about, I was working on it for 3 days, and it took me probably about 6 hours, maybe 6.5 hours total. That's hand sanding it. You could probably use a Dremel with a sanding head on it, and you might need a little bit longer bit in order to get down far enough. But if you go that route, it won't take you quite as long as it took me. But I hand sanded it. I didn't want to mess up my forend, and I don't think I had a bit for the Dremel that would go down in there far enough. So if you're hand sanding it, you're going to be putting in a lot of effort just to sand it down, only about a 1/16 of an inch. So keep that in mind if you go this route. Anyway, so from here, you're going to put your action tube in the new forend. You're going to take your forend nut, you're going to put it in there, and you're going to start threading it on. Be careful not to cross thread this. Every time I tried this, I haven't cross threaded it, so you should be good. And you're just going to tighten this down until the forend nut butts up against the forend, basically, until it stops turning. Alright, so now your forend is done. All you got to do now is reassemble your shotgun. Alright guys, I got the new stock and forend on the shotgun, and I gotta tell you, this shotgun looks pretty good in this stock set. I really love the look of the laminated wood, and I love the look and feel of the corncob style forend. I'm more of a traditionalist kind of guy, and I prefer a corncob forend. I think I think it looks good. Two, I think it gives you pretty good traction. And I just like wood stocks in general. So, just feels good to me. Now, sometime in the future, I'll be doing some skeet shooting videos, and I'll do skeet shooting videos with this and with my my Winchester Model 12. I'll get a new the 18.5-inch barrel. That's the next thing I'm going to get for this gun. I'm going to order that in the next couple weeks, so that will complement this gun quite well and give it some additional uses. And then at some point I'll get the 20-inch barrel with the rib and the AccuChoke system for turkey hunting, and I'll do videos with that as well. So anyway, that's all I had for this video. The stock set looks pretty good. I'm very, very pleased. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, like me on Facebook. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.